the inner child and addiction. Again, the inner child model, it is a trauma-based model. That's what it is, that you need to understand, although it also deals with neglect in circumstances. So we're talking about initial damage. Initial damage dealing with trauma neglect. This is really important. This is really important because there are many people who deal with the trauma and they neglect, but there are people there for them. There are people who are supporting them. There are people who are watching over them. There are people who are helping them to heal. In this case, many of them do not have someone there to provide that comfort, that nurturing, but more importantly, to explain. So therefore, let's go back to a bullying example again, right? You have a bully down the street. You got to face that bully every day, right? You know, you try to tell mom and dad just tells you, just punch him in the face or, pick up a stick. Mom says, oh, well, you know what? That's the way some kids are. Here, let me give you a bowl of ice cream, right? You don't know what to do with this kid. What am I supposed to do? What is that child who's going through that? What is he thinking? Somebody want to put some stuff in the chat, maybe? What are some of the emotions and some of the thought that might be going through that kid's head as realizing I got a bully that I'm going to have to deal with and nobody. Dad can't be trusted to help me. I don't feel safe. I don't matter. Hopeless, sad. It's my fault. Something wrong with me. Go ahead. Feeling helpless. Right? Fear. Yeah. Go back to that feeling helpless, feeling fear. Sometimes this is never going away. I am going to deal with this for the rest of my life. Why did a kid think like that? Well, one, doesn't have a whole lot of worldly experiences to make the real rational decisions and to think this through. And two, they're more emotionally based in their thinking than they are cognitively based. So therefore, it's like, right, low light perspective, very well, very good. That's what it is. Therefore, I'm sitting with this, it's never going away. So they need to figure out how to obtain comfort. But again, as I said to you before, they have limited resources to do it. They can't. So what are they going to do? And I'll show you in a moment. Part of our inner child may be hidden from us. And usually it is. Okay, it usually is. And yeah, right, the idea I'm crazy. Yep, the kid might be thinking that too, right? But the idea is that, here it is. It's hidden. And because it's hidden, we portray our family as happy and healthy, even if it wasn't. I can't tell you how many clients I've worked with over the years. They walk in and we say, okay, let's start talking about family of origin. Oh, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. It was pretty good. I had a really good life. And dad taught me how to throw the ball and go fishing. And mom made amazing desserts and cleaned the house. And do. They were doers. Good for mom and dad. Glad they were doing it. Okay, that's wonderful. They were engaged somehow. But then ask them about the emotional engagement. And they look at you like a deer in headlights. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean, emotional engagement? What are you talking about? They don't know. Can you ever recall sitting on mom's lap when she sang a song to you or, tried to teach you something and stuff? No. What about dad? Dad's sitting here telling you, you know what? You're an amazing young boy. You're going to do great things. I'm so confident. I know you're going to be successful. No. What about, asking about how your day went? Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah. How'd you do? What'd you do today? I tell them. Yeah, what was the follow-up? Can you pass the gravy? It wasn't there. That's usually what we see there. Usually that's very generational because their parents and their parent never had that skill set, didn't have the model for them to see. So therefore they based their family on being happy and healthy because they don't see abuse. But then they start to realize that they go deeper and deeper into it. You know what? There were things my parents should have gave me that they didn't give me. The abuse is stuff they give me they shouldn't give me. Some of this neglect is stuff they're supposed to give that they don't give. And in many cases, it's not because, again, they're bad people. They just don't know how to give it. So let's look at this again. What is going on here with the kid when he's dealing with this pain? All right. He has this negative event going on. There's no nurturing that's available for him. So what are they going to do with the discomfort? What do we do with it? Can't just sit with it like that. I won't think about it. That's the coping strategy. It's an amazing coping strategy. It's a brilliant coping strategy. I won't think about it. Wow. Now, here's the big question. How do I not think about it? I distract myself. Too much sugar, too much food, too much television. Now you got computers and you got cell phones. And also, what about, too much fantasy, not sexual fantasy, but just fantasy. Yes, dissociation. That's what they do. And they take this coping strategy, this amazing coping strategy, and they take these different things that they're doing, and they now move it into their adolescent world, teen world, adult world. And what do they do? What do they do? Usually they change out some of the behaviors. Sometimes they change them out. And once you keep doing this, if you go to this behavior over and over and over again, it is creating a sense of comfort for you and it's keeping the anxiety down. What are you creating? I need this. I need it. And it becomes so strong because now the dopamine release that's being generated, the neurochemicals that are being produced and altered, and it becomes, I need it. And this is what goes on. This is what happens. We learn to distract ourselves.